Good morning, Year 3 and Year 4. It's Mrs. Martin here, and today we are going to be writing our animal cinquain poems that we planned on Monday. So, in your exercise book, can you please write for me the date and the LO, and then see if you can think of some brilliant descriptive words to describe this bear for me. So, pause the video here and write your date and LO. Okay, on to our story map. So if you would like to practice your story map, please pause the video here and have a go at that for me now. Remembering that our story map and our model text is all on your class page, still under last week, if you would like to find that again. Okay, let's have a quick reminder then of what a cinquain poem is. I'm sure you are all experts at this by now. A cinquain poem always has how many lines? That's right, it has 5 lines, and each one develops the subject, which is our first line. So if my subject was apple, my whole poem is going to be about apples. They're always written so that they are in the centre of the page, like a diamond in shape, and each line has something different on it. So subject, description, action, feeling, and then our synonym. Okay, now today we are going to be writing our animal cinquain poems, which we planned on Monday. So hopefully you have got some wonderful description ready to use. I'm really excited to see all of your cinquain poems and see which animals you have all chosen. I'm sure you have all got some fantastic ideas. Now, can you remember which animal I chose when we did our planning on Monday? That's right, I chose a pig, and I had all of my ideas which I jotted down onto my plan so that I could use them today. So, the first line then, we need one word which tells us what our poem is about. Now, of course, my poem was about pigs, so my word is going to be pigs. We then had our description, so I need to choose 2 adjectives which I think really describe pigs. Now, for me, one of those has to be intelligent, because pigs are often seen as not being very intelligent, but actually they are very clever animals. I think that perhaps my other one would be pungent, because that does really sum them up as well. So I'll remember my comma between my 2 words, and then I'm going to put pungent as my second adjective. Okay. Now, either using this planning sheet, which I have put on each class page, or jotting it down in your exercise book for me, can you please fill in what your one-word title is going to be, and which 2 adjectives you have included, or you've chosen to include within your poem, remembering a comma in between them for me. Pause the video here. Okay, super. So we are on to line 3 now. Line 3 is when we include those 3 action words which remind us of our animal. So for me, let's have a look at those action words and see which ones I think would best sum up a pig. Well, I think it's got to be snorting for me. Definitely, that sums them up. I like trotting as well. I'll go for trotting. And one more. Hunting, I think, would be a good one for pigs. Well, hunting, you often get pigs that hunt for truffles in places like Italy. So I have chosen the 3 verbs snorting, trotting, and hunting. Okay, can you pause the video here for me and fill in the 3 verbs that you have decided upon for your poem? Okay, on to line 4. So line 4 is when we need that 4-word phrase that sums them up. So I think for me, my 4-word phrase is going to have to be rolling around in mud. So I'm going to put rolling around in mud. my phrase. That's the phrase I have chosen. Now, looking at all of your ideas from yesterday, can you fill in for me? Which four-word phrase have you chosen for your animal? Pause the video here. Okay, and lastly, we are going to do our final line, which is our synonym. So we need another word that means pigs. I think I'm going to choose that word, hogs, for my poem. So hogs is going to be my word of choice. Can you fill it in for your final line for me with which word you have chosen? Pause the video here. Okay, now is the exciting bit where we get to take those lines that we have come up with and turn them into our Sam Cain poem. So remember, my poem is going to start with my title, which for my poem is going to be Pigs. I'm going to really neatly underline that with my pencil and ruler. And what's really important about these poems is that they look like that diamond shape, that everything is centralized. So like I said last time, you can either draw a line down the middle if you'd like to, or have a bit of a trial and error with it. It doesn't matter if it takes you a few attempts, you need to write it out a few times to get it into the middle. It would definitely take me that if I was doing it by hand as well, but I'm doing it on a computer, so it's a little bit easier for me. So I'm going to try and line up all of these words into the middle. And once I have done that, all that is left is for me to read our poem and check it makes sense. Pigs. Pigs. Intelligent, pungent, snorting, trotting, hunting, rolling around in mud. Hogs. I think that is a super poem. It really nicely sums up for me everything that I know about pigs. Now the last thing for me to do is to have a go at illustrating my poem if I would like to. So I've chosen for my poem of pigs to show some of their footprints here, and I'm going to put a lovely picture of a pig next to it as well. And that is my poem complete. Please do send us in your poems because we would love to see your fantastic work.